sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's BIG Detecting Show
Good evening.
I thought you were going for a new look, then. I thought you were going for the Dave look with your bins
I've,
on. Mids on.
I've got some new ones of those for the first time.
Ah.
I thought they were charged, and they're not. And they're more jiggery pokery with leads and things. Evening, David.
How are you, darling?
I'm all right now, but I think it was COVID, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. But the test had all dried up, but proper coughing, awful. I told you I went to work, got to work, and I had to go in the meeting room and sleep on the sofa for an hour. And no one noticed, apart from the people I told, but the directors, no one knew. And I just got up like that, my hair's all like bed hair, and just went back downstairs, and people going, all right? And I was like, yeah. And then I just felt really rough. And then I went back up there at lunchtime and had another hour's sleep. And they know about it now. But I felt really, really rough. Longest I've felt that ill for a long time. So hence
at least a couple of months.
Yeah. Hence I've got it's all right now, but if I don't talk for about an hour, I sound like I smoked 40 Rothmans in like half a day. I'm like that. I'm all right, mate. Yeah. But yeah, I'm all right now. I didn't go to texting last weekend because I had to paint the house outside because it's got scaffolding up. So yeah, but I'm going out this weekend with the new Beast mode from Nocta on the Legend.
Beast mode.
Which
you have the Nocta Legend. The new Beast mode is available to download right now, isn't it, Adrian?
Yes, for your leg end. And it's funny because something annoyed me again, talking about Leeds. That's the Nocta.
Leeds, the place where Tony Kaywood lives.
It was nice until he moved there. But there's your Legend lead, and there's that darned traditional. Everyone does it. And, it'd be nice when they start moving to...
I'm with you.
USB-C.
Or at least giving you the option.
Well, you can get a adapter and all that, but it's just another faff. And we all have plugs that are USB, which is fine. But I like plugging in the computer, especially for the software update. But USB-C, hopefully it'll come soon. It'd be nice if XP did it on their coil as well. A little USB-C with a little cap that closed it. But no, but yeah, you had a good week?
Actually, it was my first full week in work this week. Courses and meetings and other holidays and such like. It's actually tomorrow. I'll be like jet lag tomorrow.
You didn't sleep like I did.
I don't sleep anyway.
No, you don't. No. So, yeah. It's a bit of weather.
For those of you expecting a guest on tonight, sadly, Jenny's had to postpone because she's got a meeting on. So, hello to Jenny, who's going to watch the show at a later date to see what we're all about and such like. Jenny Ridgewell was our guest, author of The Guide to Mudlarking, which was, I think it's a lovely little book. It's a proper little coffee table book where all the images are actually, oh good God, this green screen claptrappery. There's tables, there's, it's got everything you need when it comes to mudlarking in it. Somebody's found a decent, and he's in all about the tides and everything.
Where can they buy it, Dave? Because if people want to buy
Amazon. Good up for a nice little drawing. Do you know?
Because people could read it before she comes on and ask her questions. All I can see is...
They are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's
lovely little drawings. Even of pubs. The Angel Pub. Somewhere. There it is. So anyway,
cool.
And you can buy this book off Amazon.
Yes.
So it's a guide to mudlarking by Jenny Ridgewell. Lovely
Philip Wills says a couple of hours exercising before you go to bed and then you'll sleep.
Mate, I exercise.
You go to the gym in the morning, don't you? So, yeah. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Sting.
Hello, Donna. Hello, Carl. Hello, Stephen Brain. It's not our 200th
Green screen's
episode.
crap tonight, isn't it?
It's our 199th episode tonight. However, we do have a small prize to give away tonight to our viewers, which we'll do shortly or later. It's nothing massive, but
I've got to apologise for this. Right, I use something called
I know what you're going to say.
XVid, something XSplit VCAM, and it's just had an update, and everything's gone to plan.
Well, as
there's me with original. That's me and original.
Is that a bike next to you?
Yes, that's my my bike. To be daft, it's the boys' bike. No, I don't like that. It's just not right. It's like I'm not in the studio anymore, isn't it?
Fee Cooley, how do you listen again? I'm shattered. Fee, you can go on the Big Detecting. No, not the. Or is it? No, BigDetectingShow.com. And on the homepage, there's a list of all the shows, YouTube videos channel on there to catch up, and also podcasts, which are on there if you want to go to bed and send yourself to sleep. But yeah, they're all on there. So Phil, hello Andrew T. I'm late. What time is it out there in Canada, Andrew? I should know.
Andrew T. We might like Andrew T. Well, we like Andrew T. anyway.
Top prize tonight. A day detecting with John Bradbury. No, that's next week.
That's better, isn't it?
And those who do win that, he has kindly said that you can stay overnight with him.
And he also won't. No, I can't say that.
No. And now Dave, he's having problems tonight. He is having proper problems. He emailed me the link to the show, whereas he normally sends it another way. And now he's lost his broadband. Oh, no, he's got something else. Oh, that's better.
Now I've put more lights on. I've got all the lights on.
Right.
For those of you who were or weren't watching last week, the housing manager, Mrs. Sadler, one of her residents at the care home she's a manager of, turns 100 on the 12th of May. So she's appealing for people to send cards from all over the world to say happy birthday to Connie. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen, or for those of you who are listening on the podcast, care of the home manager, Primrose House Care Home, 72 Crewe Road, Haslington, Crewe, Cheshire, CW1 5QZ. Now, she told me today that somebody had sent one from Switzerland. So I told Adrian, who's like, oh, yeah, it's been someone from Switzerland. She's actually just messaged me before, told me before that it wasn't actually Switzerland, it was Canada. So I'm believing that's Andrew T. So thank you. It only says that I sent a card to Connie and a little gift. Can't thank you enough, Andrew, and anybody else who has already sent to Connie. I think Donna Martin has as well. So thank you to Donna. But very much appreciated. She's actually been in contact with the mayor today. So the mayor's obviously going to be along doing something with Connie. That's a piece.
That's lovely. Genuinely nice.
And also the BBC Northwest News and Granada Reports as well, potentially doing something, as well as local radio stations. So send the love to Connie. We have, haven't we, Adrian?
I haven't, but I'm going to. I'm waiting for the flour and water.
You said yes then.
Oh, no, I've had to glue a lot of stuff on it, and I didn't have any glue, so I had to use flour and water like you used to when you were a kid. Love it. I sent it on behalf of the King of Canada and signed it Sir Andrew. Top man, yes.
Canada.
I could be Lord Adrian.
I am Lord Dave. Legitimately. I land in Scotland, don't I?
Jim Painting has just put in the chat. He's looking for a bed to play. Oh, sorry, a test bed to play on. If it's in your back garden, I'll give it to charity. I hope that's not somewhat double entendre, Jim.
What will you give to charity, Jim? A painting,
mattress
perhaps?
mattress cover.
It's a
Jim,
painting. He's gonna
I
use a
feel sorry for
painting.
Jim because Jim used to be in the club with me. Me and him were found pretty much the early members of
Does
that
he look
club.
like Harry Seacombe in real life?
No, not really.
Oh.
No. And he definitely doesn't sound like him. But Jim, bless him, kindly put a test bed in the pub beer garden where the landlord said, yeah, you can put it there. And I think he put hammers in and everything. It was really nice. And then I think I'm right, Jim. We went back a month later and the landlord had dug it all up to build an extension without asking you.
I was done.
Jim,
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, Jim, you've got a garden. Just get some plastic pipe, put some coins in the plastic pipe or artifacts or whatever. Mark them out 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, seal them at each end, put a bit of string on them, and then bang them in with a wooden mallet and pull them out when you don't use them. And then you can hang them up in your bedroom. And when you go to bed, you can say to your wife, that 6 inches up there, and vice versa. Or in your lounge, so when your friends come round, you can, because everyone loves it.
Point.
My wife absolutely, she loves it when we go out for a meal, and I talk about metal detecting for about 2 hours. But try your garden, Jim. I personally don't have I did have one in the garden.
Jim said the water board did all the digging at the pub, I presume. Adrian, all he's got in his block paved. That's all right. Jim. We've got another idea. You ready, Jim? You ready for this one, right? Get one of them things off a pallet.
I've got one you can have. I've got
Put
two.
It down, fill it with a bit of soil, boom.
The only thing I would say...
Mrs. Painting will love that as a garden feature.
And you can paint it. Aaron from South Coast Detecting he's got a nice dirt box. Yeah, I remember that. I'm personally not a believer of test beds in your garden because we all have different soil types, different everything. Just get out in the field, Jim, and use it, really. And then if you get the chance when you're out in the field, because I know where you detect, it's very clayey and claggy. So that's going to potentially be different than compost or peat in your garden. But
what's Pete doing in his garden?
Pete, he lives in Jim's shed. Oh, yeah. James Barnes. Hello, James Barnes. Hope you're getting on okay with the Versa. Tell Dave.
I know it's painting. It's always been painting to me. I misread it once, and it's always been painting thereafter.
He likes it. He likes it a lot.
Everybody has a nickname. Philip Lee.
Sorry.
Stephen Law degree.
Yeah, so I did have a test bed in the garden a few years back. Actually, when I had the C-Scope Evo 2000 GT Turbo XL, whatever, and then I just sort of disappeared. And if I test anything now, it's when I go out detecting. I've got a handful of hammered coins and bits and bobs.
And as the world's foremost metal detecting expert, then obviously, Adrian's the man to give you the advice on how to detect.
Yeah,
in your
go out in the field.
Yeah, go to the field.
I mean, there's so much.
Use one of your permissions and make a small test bed in your permission somewhere.
I could. The other issue is EMI. With all the 5G masts going up, I think I spoke about this. I knew you said front bottom. My front garden, my back garden has got severe EMI now. So this time, a couple of years, I'll be like having growths on me or something, but and you don't tend to get it in the field. So
what a growth?
Yeah, at the front.
I've got to say, Adrian, last week's show, I was still chuckling about it days after.
Those who didn't watch it, you've got to watch last week's show.
Or listen.
Yeah, listen. Yeah. We had a gentleman on called Ted in his 80s, Dave?
81 or 83, I think.
Yeah. Been detecting since the late 60s.
Dawn of time.
Yeah. and he gave us some top tips on the show. So if you want to watch that back, listen to it. And we're hoping that Ted will give us some top tips going forward.
We are hoping that Phil actually gets some video footage of him giving us some top tips, because they were phenomenal.
Yes, especially one about children. Donna Martin, in terms of test bed, it's not a real experience. Adrian is right. Once you've dug a hole, the soil is no longer compacted so completely. Yeah, it is totally different. We all watch these lovely YouTubers who have test beds, especially in overseas. And I think it's very rare you have someone who do it in the field. How is a Versa? Anything like a Deus 2?
Is Eagle-Eye DJ getting banned again? Send him to the naughty step.
Yeah.
Off to the naughty step.
The Versa Deus 2, there's not a lot in it. That's what I'll say. Would I buy one? Yes. 100%. I think where it is. Yes. Jim Painting has got a Versa. And James Barnes has got a Versa. Yeah. And I think
James Barnes is loving it, isn't he?
Is he?
James.
I saw a TikTok, which I think he mentioned my name.
What do you think of the Versa, James? Don't ask Tony Kaywood. We know what Tony
it's much cheaper. I love my Versa. Someone's just said, even football. Oh, flipping West Ham are playing soccer, aren't they?
So Liverpool, and I'm here, and I'm not watching it.
Excavations at Pompeii.
I haven't got it on.
I'm going to watch that. Thank you, Ange. James Barnes has probably gone off now to tuck his roots Versa in. But yeah, it's a good machine. Well, it'd be nice. No, it'd be hard to get roots on, wouldn't it? Because of the translation. Wyola's fairly good at English. Arik isn't great. But we do have Stephen Law. Atrex is a brilliant machine, yeah. Apart from the light issue in the summer.
The name of that always reminds me of a cleaning agent for some reason.
That's Ajax.
Right.
I get confused with the Atrex and the Garrett Apex. The Atrex. James Barnes, great machine. It's up there at half the price. Yes, definitely. It is up there. I can't say it's better or not as good at, but I'd say it's really, really good. It's
Gareth Howard. There's a chat going on, side chat about the new Pompeii dig. I know they've announced today they found some fantastic new images, some artwork. So when is the Pompeii document? Tuesday, BBC 2, 9 p.m. I was flicking through the telly before. There was something on the BBC 2 at 6 o'clock, a big dig.
I think Gareth's getting confused with UK Gold Up Pompeii, which he quite often likes.
Right.
He bases his life on that.
Frankie Howard. Yeah, even though that wasn't James. Frankie Howard, that was Sid
James. Yeah. Do you know what my mum and dad
can't do Frankie Howard?
My mum and dad had breakfast with Sid James and the Carry On crew in Brighton in the 60s. And they're all dead now. And I can remember them telling me, and I don't quite know how that happened. Maybe they're in it.
Digging in Britain. Thank you, Andy Carriage.
Yes.
Jerry O'Donnell, good evening from all our clod-busting relic hunters in Bonnie, Scotland.
Good evening, Jerry. You've got some... there was something else.
To go to a meeting last Friday. I forgot to mention it to you. Remember me saying I had to go to a meeting in somewhere. Hales Owen?
Yep.
So I was told you really need to leave early because I know what the M6 traffic lights are on Birmingham. So I left early. Took me an hour, mint. 2.5 hours to get home. It was just horrendous.
Down south, David, that is pretty much every day. Sadly, wherever you go. I live 15 miles away from my work, and probably 60% of the time it takes me an hour to get home each night. It's not good. Now I've got something which you sent me last week, which was top secret, but it isn't anymore, and I haven't got it. So
I
it
sent
was
you.
yeah. I think it was from who's AMDS? I think it was an article from AMDS regarding.
Oh, right. I know what you're about. Yeah. There's a conversation point, isn't there?
Yes, I've
Hi,
lost
daughter.
it. Did you want to mention
And
it?
don't worry, Nick, I haven't forgot. Yeah, go on.
Did you want to mention it? Because I've completely
You can mention
forgotten.
it. I've just got to find something for.
Well, I've
Nick West.
forgotten what it was.
So basically, there was a article published regarding the archaeological people asking a bunch of questions about metal detecting and the relationship between the two. Am I still here? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I know exactly where it will be because I know who sent it me. So it's an inquiry basically by APAG, which is the All-Party Parliamentary Archaeological Group. And they're on about the relationships between the metal detecting community have improved significantly, blah, blah, blah. Goes on to a bit, and it's some of the questions where we therefore welcome written submissions from anyone with responses to any of the following questions in the call for evidence by the deadline of the 30th of April. Question 1. What are the main factors contributing to better relations between archaeologists, whether academic, commercial, community, museum-based, organisational, and metal detector users, both independent and within detecting organisation, and how could these be advanced further? What is the role of hobby metal detecting as a research tool in the context of advancing our understanding of the archaeology history of Britain? How does this link with the professional and non-professional archaeology? How should access to metal detecting finds, especially those in private collection, be facilitated for both the wider public and academic study? What is the relationship between metal detecting and other forms of community archaeology, and how could closer cooperation be encouraged? How do we better promote responsible metal detecting? What are the roles of archaeological bodies, landowners, detecting organisations, and those that organise events for detectorists, such as those organising detecting holidays and rallies? How could archaeologists better facilitate the use of metal detectorists and the wider public in archaeological projects, and what are the barriers to that? Might it be possible to develop and promote methodologies for systematic metal detecting surveys? How do archaeologists, metal detectorists, and others work together to better acknowledge best practice? What is the role of museums and other publicly funded bodies in highlighting the positive contribution of metal detecting? How have museums benefited from detector finds, and how could mechanisms be improved to enable museums to acquire more public finds? What should happen to archaeological finds found through metal detecting not acquired by museums? How can metal detectorists be encouraged and supported to document their collections and plan for when they can no longer look after them? And I think that was from Michael Lewis. I saw his name attached to it somewhere. So basically, what do you all think about that?
Well, just say
and as
Dave.
Philip Will says, and you only have 500 words max to answer all of those questions. Donna Martin's on about 30,000 words so far.
Well, like Philip Wills said, the NCMD sent out a survey today with some questions that were a bit, I don't know if they wrote them or someone did, but I find some of the questions really bizarre. It's like, how could it be improved? Well, we've all been banging on for the last 3 or 4 years. Like, prime example is Detector Network, when that was running. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. That had the ability to upload pictures and your location. The NCMD have got their own app with uploading it all. We all know we don't want to take a day off work to see the flow and then take another day off work to collect our fines, and then find out that it's a 1978 Tizer cap that's squashed like a hammer. We want
And
a
it's
portal.
gone missing.
Yeah, yeah. We want a portal to upload fines that can be managed by the flow. Looks at it and turns around and says, "Thank you very much. I've registered this. It's of slight interest." Next thing, you upload something you think's a load of tut, and they go, "This is amazing. We want you to come in." Blah blah blah. But another important fact: if I, for example, pass away next week, God forbid, but it could be COVID. No, it won't. And I leave all my metal
Could be a
detector
nasty
fines.
badger attack.
I was bitten by one Sunday night, well, early hours, 3:00 Sunday morning, but it's a long story. If I passed away and I had all my metal detecting fines labelled in boxes, the museum will not take them. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think, Donna, you might say this, because I cannot prove the location, the date, the time that I found them, because I'm dead and no one knows, and I haven't documented it. So how about...
Well, wasn't it Donna who said that in relation to something that she had? There was something that, and it couldn't be... basically exactly what you've said. I'm sure Donna did mention that a couple of weeks ago.
Well, so a simple solution, the app. So I was talking to someone the other day who had a guy been detecting since the 70s. His house was full of fines. He'd labelled it. He'd said where he found it, extra researched it. No provenance. Yes, thank you, Donna. How about that if you do have your fines and you have the app and you log it and it goes with the flow, you get a QR code that comes back, right, as a sticker or whatever, and you stick that on the fined pouch if it's a coin, or case if it's a fibula, because you're not going to stick it on it, so that when you do pass away, they can scan the QR code and it will take you to the PAS database and you'll be able to authenticate that it is that. Little things like that. And, I started writing that survey thing back, and in the end, I was having to cut words out. I haven't finished it yet.
And again, Donna says the museums only want the shiny stuff, to be fair.
Yeah. Although my flow, which Jim Paintings mentioned, Laurie at Colchester in Essex, she's lovely. She's really nice. She comes down to Chelmsford Town Centre at the office. What's it called? The Essex Records office once every 2 or 3 weeks. She's lovely, and she got so excited about the lead chicken's foot, which Donna kindly researched for me. But yeah, I think there's more to it. So a QR code on fines via the app. I'm more than happy to talk to the British Museum. As you know, Dave, I worked with the thing. What did I work with? The Detector Network, didn't I? When we started putting that together, testing the app.
You've actually mentioned most of these things to Michael Lewis already when we had him on the show last year.
Yeah, but it's and let alone security. And I don't mean things going missing out of the museum. We're talking about our data here, and with Russia and China and all those other countries trying to hack into stuff, there's a lot that needs to go into it. So, yeah, that's me off on. But there was that. And
Matt Kent found a lovely lead seal pendant last weekend, which belonged to Robert D. Stokes. Very nice.
Stephen Brain, yes, GPS info is on the photos you take. EXIF data, I think that's called, which has like the camera, the time, the date, and everything. However, a lot of websites strip that data when you upload it because of security reasons and GDPR and all that. So,
and to make the file smaller.
How's the manager's who?
It might be Tom.
No, it could be. Bit like Queen and the singing group, that is. The data, that is another.
Yes, please,
thing,
Matt.
because some farmers don't want you to share that data to they in a field in Suffolk or up Clare. There's a place called Clare. Sorry, there's a lot of ifs and buts with this. So yeah, I wonder what Matt's sending you a picture of.
I don't know, but I've got. Where's that gone?
Eagle Eye DJ, if you're watching, is that yours? I think it's a Deus One charger, a 3D printed one from.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I just found it, and I.
No, I'm not about
that. We have got a prize to give away shortly. It's been kindly
Matt Kent
donated.
seal that you found.
I found one like that, and that's one of my favourite finds. That is really nice. That is really nice. I bet it gave a banging signal.
Do you know what, Adrian? There's actually an article on ArcMD Mag about an exceptional seal that was discovered. Go on Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine, Matt, and put seal in the search thing, and there's one not dissimilar to that. Anyway, that's lovely.
That is really nice. Do you know what?
Here?
I found one. Sorry, it looks very much similar. This is the problem. I rely on Instagram from all my pictures because it's easy to get to and search, and I never posted it.
There it is. Right. So, Nick West.
Right, I thought it was that, but
Nick West messaged me from the Military Heritage Museum. I think that's right, isn't it, Nick? To ask to promote something. Now, Nick is looking for sponsorship, and you'll understand why in a moment. And the money's raised from the sponsorship will go to the Rodney Cook, and these will be available at the Rodney Cook. So basically, Nick's having a firing range. So this is an artist impression of said firing range. And if people want to sponsor Nick to put somebody's head on in particular, which it can't be somebody obviously you despise, but if you want to put your own face on it and obviously have it printed as such, then Nick's looking for you to sponsor in some capacity to do so. There's also a second one, which is also quite funny. So he's added a third one there. So if, for instance, Tidy Treasure Hunter, you wanted to have Aaron Weedle's head on there, then perhaps you could sponsor Nick. So if you want to speak to Nick West, contact him, give him a shout, obviously through Facebook, Nick West, and sort that out. And I would expect Nick to not tell anybody until the event, so it would be far funnier that way.
That's very nice, Nick, and I'm sure that will make lots of money. Just quickly,
Claire Rayner's lad.
Yes, Gary, I got a new phone and I messed up my WhatsApp backup and I've lost it all. Could you send it to me again, please? And we won't show it this week. It will be next week because I think I'm not here next week.
Oh, we're out with the housing manager because it's a 50th.
Yeah.
Can I just point out, she's 50th. What date's that?
18th.
18th.
I did tell you.
A month and 6 days older than me. Tell her.
Gary, if you don't mind sharing that on WhatsApp again, I'll put that on the show tonight because Gary had a find about a year ago, I think. He's quite new. His dad has been detecting for many, many years, and Gary got into it a couple of years ago. And I lent him an Equinox 800, and he's absolutely been smashing it. He's a bit like Shane, Dave. You know, he just keeps going out and finding stuff. And Gary found something, and I thought, well, that's interesting. That looks like it's got a bit of gold on it. And he's found something quite amazing, which the museum...
I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, so I don't think I've shown you, actually, but they've written a lot on it and stuff like that. I
bet he made most of able to buy them for all the money his mum made, being like an agony aunt.
Yeah, true. Matt Kent, try Colchester Detecting for researching stuff. Colchester
Yes,
Detecting is an amazing website. It's a bit
it is.
clunky,
Fair play.
but I pretty much find everything on there. It doesn't come up great if you look at Google Images and things like that, as in the search results, but go to Colchester Detecting. It's a massive website and it's
Oh,
really, really good.
Adrian, he's back.
Who?
We sent him to the naughty step again.
Yeah, I don't know what his birthday's on Saturday.
Well, don't be expecting any wishes from us.
I'll get you a fibula. There was also something in there somebody mentioned, I think it was Ange, about the Nocta update on her legend. Why does she have to turn antivirus and
No, she
something
didn't say
else off?
Nokia. She said Nokia.
Oh, Nokia.
And that'll be the reason why you can't download from a Nokia.
You don't have to. I've done it on the last updates I've done on PC, and I left my antivirus on, and it was fine. However, how can I put this without being rude? I use quite an expensive antivirus, which my employer pays for. However, if you use a free one or like $199 a month for a year, those tend to block everything. Their logic's not as good as the top ones. They don't learn. So if you plug in and say this is safe on the expensive ones, it will remember next time. So not to tell you to turn it all off because it could stop your machine being updated. I would personally try it straight away without turning your antivirus off. And the reason behind that is there's so many security certifications that Nocta would have to get that would cost thousands and thousands of pounds for every computer in the world, every operator in the world. And that
Jim Painting. Does anyone know of a 3D painted coin finds pod? I would love to purchase one with a great thread. Ta-da! Monarch Designs. Fantastic. 3D printed and it's bob on. Monarch Designs.
Shall I share with you Gary's find?
Yes, why not?
I'll try.
So next week's show being the 200th episode of the Big Detecting Show, we will be joined by our guest host because somebody's being a big go off and spending time with his wife. Digger Dawn will be guest hosting and we'll be joined next week by Gary Smith from Lockdown Competitions.
I like Gary.
We may or may not have a 200 edition prize or two. We'll have two because Adrian's Wall next week, Ollie will be giving away a t-shirt. And Lockdown Competitions, I don't know what, but Lockdown Competitions might be giving away something as well.
Ooh.
Eagle Eye DJI asks, Adrian, when is your birthday?
He should know. Do you know how long he's known me?
How many years?
How old are you, James? You're 45 or something? 45 years. And he's asking when's my bloody birthday? Right, I'm just going to see.
When is it?
Tomorrow.
Yours is?
Yeah. See,
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause and birthday wishes for devilishly handsome chap, Mr. Adrian Gaylor. Merry birthday for tomorrow, LB.
Thank you. I've had a lot of them. So
Facebook would have told me at some point and it reminded me, and then I'd have said it.
No, it wouldn't, because I've turned it off. I don't need the book of faces to tell people when my bloody birthday is. I turned it off last year and it was really good because this might work.
All right, I'll remind everyone.
This might work. I'm trying to show things. I'm on an Apple Mac. Open with. Oh, this might do it. Yes, I've done it. Right. I'm going to share Gary's find. God, that's exciting, Adrian, isn't it? Present, share screen, window. Oh, God's sake.
What's happening?
Right, we're going. Tell me you can see this.
See what? Ta-da! Ooh.
Now, what?
Ooh.
I can already show you the next picture. So Gary found this with his Equinox. I think it was about a year ago, and he messaged me. He said, "Oh, what do you think it is?" I said, "Well,
Make it bigger again, pal.
No.
Yeah, leave it there. That's nice.
So
Yeah.
I spent a bit of time looking at it. I thought, that's gold, that is." And then he sent me another picture, but there's more. But anyway, he got sent this. Can you read that?
A complete gilded silver and gold early medieval sword pommel fitting consisted of two linked ring-shaped components. The primary, yeah, I can read that. AD 450 to 600. Wow.
Yeah.
Both rings decorated with a wide groove encircling the outer face, each groove with a raised beaded ridge at the centre. Gold can be seen within this decoration on both rings, probably representing a separate strip. Lovely.
But there's more research that's gone into it from Kevin Leahy, who does a lot for the, pretty much writes the finds identified. And he's got a bit excited, but I won't share that yet because people will see that. But so this is what it would have been on. How cool is that? Gary found that. Yeah. So that is amazing, and that's just some of his finds, Gary. So yeah, well done, Gary, on finding that, and that's using little old Knox 800.
So it's, if I was watching Forged in Fire, would they have a strap attached to that and a strap around the wrist?
Yeah, I don't bloody know. No, I don't know. I'm not great with identifying things. I will be soon though, and there's a secret where you don't know. I'm going to have some mass induction into artifacts, and I'll tell the viewers more about that next month.
Do I know?
No. It's to do with Treasure Hunting Magazine. So it's something I'll be working on with them, which I'm privileged to be. So, yes, James, all those happy birthdays, that's well worth a ban. Thank you those who've wished me a happy birthday. I won't be putting anything on the Book of Faces. My family probably will. Gary's just messaged me, and he's probably going to send another photo. Yes, he has sent another photo. I should share that one, actually.
James Barnes, I've just got your message, but I'm going to have to remind myself.
Gary has just sent me another picture, which really does give it justice. Thank you, Gary. Oh, sexy wee wee. Oh, look at this.
Hi, child.
Look at that.
Say hello to Adrian.
I can't see it.
It's my daughter saying hello.
Oh, yeah, all
Hello,
right.
sir.
That's your daughter.
That's me middle daughter, yeah. My 16-year-old one.
Takes after your wife. In a nice kind of way.
He said you take after mum. Why?
She's nice, pretty.
You're nice. Pretty. Not like me, allegedly.
Right, so that is Gary's find. How lovely is that?
He's got 4 of them. Wow.
No, yeah. He found one every day for a week. No, he got that. That's the Paz Colchester, Essex Flow, who I presume who photographed that. But really, really nice, isn't it? So well done, Gary, and top man.
Jim Painting, you don't know the half.
No, you don't. What was I going to say? Gary won the Route Aspersa. our Christmas raffle as well, which his son is using now. So, which was kindly donated by Tony Kaywood, who's watching the soccer, I presume, as we speak. Anyway, we've got Adrians Wall.
My mind's gone blank.
There's a lot gone on in the last 20 minutes. Adrians Wall.
No, it's not that. James Barnes said that he won in a dig it competition a couple of weeks back. I can't remember what he's on about.
Oh, Dave, I think we'd better send another apology for those who haven't received the Christmas gift that they're going out Saturday.
Yes, they are. Donna
Martin Spade. She won a McGrafter.
Donna and the Mike Gardner do have additional prizes within their pack now. Donna actually has something in hers which only I possess one of the others. There's only 2 ever been made. It was yours, but you didn't take it, so Donna's having it.
I think was it Detectable? No, Rodney Cook.
Sorry, I'm putting it in our private chat.
Stephen Brain. Someone looked at his ring this week, and it's Iron Age. Well done, Stephen. Top man.
Nice one. There was a Robert Stokes who was apparently a disappointing English August and June provincial at the time of Henry VIII. No, Donna, not at all. You shouldn't be worried because.
Did he clothing Xterra? He won the Xterra. Did he?
Dig or where, does he mean?
Yeah, dig or where. He won it.
Right. Okay. So Philip Wills won the.
No, Philip Wills won the Xterra.
And James won the site credit. When he said dig it, I didn't have a clue what it was on. Dig or where are you on about, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, dig or where, not dig it.
There's so many. We have trouble, don't we, Dave? Because we hear
I'll remind Dolly on it because I have to speak to Ollie about something else.
There's like bargain Britain booze digging Alan at Detectable comes up to us and his name's Keith and we're like, what? And we get it all the time, don't we, Dave?
Oh, the ones that I can't be doing is really watch the show. You all right? No, that's it. All right, Dave. All right, Adrian. All right, how are you? Yeah, I love the show. Watch the show all the time. Disappears. Adrian, what? Who's that? I don't know. That's why we always ask people to tell us who you are because,
and also a lot of people, it gets confusing. Keith Ellis, wondering if Mind Lab will release a legend mode. Yeah, I don't think they need to. This beast mode, it really made me laugh because I went on YouTube at lunchtime just to see if anyone had posted that they'd installed it, and already within 24 hours, people have already come to the conclusion if it's good or bad. Whoa, these people must be very clever. Not that I do any field testing, but to have a software update and actually evaluate it within your first days detecting is pretty clever in multitude of soil conditions, including the beach.
Can you explain to people like me who haven't got a legend what the beast mode actually is? Is it what? I'm not obviously affiliated with Noctua or anything, but we all know Dilek very well, and we spoke to Dilek at Detectable Dave, and she told us about beast mode. And she said it's basically going to be pushing more power to the coil. And I think you will notice if you're detecting in the field and you've got beast mode and you've got someone next to you with a Deus 1 or something, whereas they might have got interference 10 foot away, they'll probably get it at 20 foot now, which shows they're definitely releasing more power because it's basically designed to find deeper targets in the ground. And that's a very basic
analogy of it. And the only way you can access that is through the goldfield mode, which hardly anyone in the UK uses. But a lot of people think it's the goldfield mode, so they're getting confused because this, that, and the other.
So they're basically just utilising something that's there already that we're not going to use generally in the UK, for instance.
You can get to that deep beast mode through the goldfield setting, but there's a bit more to it. But basically, it's quite a technical. There's a double ground balance in there as well. So there's a standard ground balance, and there's another one, which is quite a niche idea, I think. And it's going to take months, and it's one of the things that I personally don't like digging deep. I'm getting old, and I
despise it.
I can say 70% of my most valuable and historic finds have come 4 inches or less, with a vast array of metal detectors. So we'll see. I'd give it. It's a beta at the moment, which everyone probably has forgotten. It's still probably got glitches and issues, but give it 2 or 3 months. We'll see. I'm not going to go out detecting with it on that. Personally, if I get a target and it's a bit sketchy, I'll whack it in beast mode and see what that shows. And then if it's worth doing,
or you can utilise it if you've done a field to death already. You can go over it with beast mode then just to see if it's somewhere that's obviously been quite rewarding in the past.
I mean, people are comparing it to the Manticore, the Legend. There's a slight price difference. Nocta would like to say it is as good, if not better, than the Manticore. Nocta have said that it's as good, if not better, than the Manticore. Mine Lab haven't really said much. You can sit there all day, but I can see some people who are impatient, absolutely messing up their machine and ruining a day's detecting because they want to find their hidden treasures that they've not been able to discover before, which some might. But, it's a beta. Take your time, have a play, but it's not going to be the be-all and end-all. It's a bit like the Manticore. You open up the Manticore, you learn the Manticore. Like I said last week, the field test I've done on it after 12 months is there's a lot to learn, and it's all different for all of us, the ground conditions and everything.
Well, if I'm going out this weekend on Saturday, if Shane gets the okay, we're going to where we went not so long ago, where Caroline Parkinson found the hurdy-gurdy. Can't remember what it was called. Anyway, a zoomorphic thing that I showed on the show.
That was nice.
So we're going back to there. I think there's 10 of us, 10 friends, who basically we give a £5 each. We give that landowner. Last time they were obviously made up and it went straight to charity because it's one of Shane's permissions anyway. But because we're all going, we didn't want to put them out. So lash them that. And we had mint time last time. So the boy will be with us again, hopefully. And weather's all right here this weekend.
21 degrees here tomorrow. And I think 19 on Saturday. It has been really windy,
and it's going to snow on Monday.
I'm going out on Saturday with James with a massive hangover with chicken curry and egg fried rice all down my top, probably from the night before. And I'm going to find gold this Saturday.
Got a tablet for
that. So yeah, the weather's looking very nice.
Shall we do your little competition, Adrian?
Yeah,
because
quick competition, right?
Basically, it's a quick competition because it might take some time, and as ever, it's the first person who I see come up in the chat with the correct answer. So if I put Adrian on the big screen, he can explain.
Hello, my name's Adrian. I like metal detecting. So those of you don't have to be, but those of you who are a member of the NCMD would have got Digging Deep last week, the week before, whatever. And in it is a picture of a man. And this man, we want people to guess who it is, right? This is not in line with the NCMD or anything, but this is a metal detectorist who has been on the show. And he's probably, got to be careful, late 40s. He's from Liverpool.
Let's leave it there. Who is it? He's actually not.
It's quite
from
an
Liverpool.
easy one.
He's not. From
Everyone
Liverpool.
loves him.
He's not from Liverpool.
No. Oh, isn't he?
No. Derek, no, it's not a Tempest dig. This is Shane and a few people he's invited, mates of his. No, not Brian BMDC. Not John Clayton. Not Tony Kaywood. Not the name that won't be uttered on this show. Don't be stupid. Tom Waterson, never heard of him. Spud, no.
How can I?
Raymond Dale. Hi, Raymond. Raymond Dale, that's the best bloody caricature picture ever, that is.
How about if I said, name one of your favourite products you've bought?
You're giving it away too easy, are you?
No. But
Julian Evanhart, no. Donna Martin doesn't know anyone.
That's not a bad thing, Donna, sometimes. Famos, no.
He comes actually from Runcorn. Not Sillet Bang, not Garrett.
You'll see him at the rallies as a trader.
Not Gary Cook. Gary Cook from Runcorn. Couldn't see that. And Sherwood has it. Graham Dempsey.
And you've won yourself a composite cleaning pencil package thing. So if you could email Adrian at bigdetectingshow.com. That's Adrian at bigdetectingshow.com, or go to the Big Detecting Show website, contact page, put your name and address, your height, weight, date of birth, and your mother's maiden name, and the last 3 digits of your PIN. We will send that off to you, because you don't need all that. Just need your name and address and a mobile number, because that, I think, has got tracking on it sometimes. And Mr. Dempsey will send that out to you. He's going overseas next week. So
can I just point out that Graham wouldn't have obviously come up with the prize if somebody didn't shame him. I felt
sorry for him, because I used his picture, and then I realised the other night I didn't ask him, and it's already kicked off massively. He's taken legal action, and he wants $5,000 from the use of it. But that's Graham. So thank you, Graham, for donating the prize tonight. Very, very nice. Shall we have a bit of wallage?
Bit of wallage. No prize tonight.
No.
Bit of wallage. Don't forget, Adrian, you're going to have to. I have that character. Yes, you did, and it is absolutely tremendous. Right. Raymond Dale, for those who don't know, he plays out with Steve Shorters and Tom Dempster at his arms, and he gets some ribbing. In fact, there's not many people that don't see ribbed as much as Raymond Hill, and he doesn't deserve it because he's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for you to send me the wall here.
Send it. Oh,
there you are. In fact,
hey.
what I meant to say was, where is it? There it is.
Right.
Why do you always vape, and then just as you're coming back on screen, you hide it quick?
Dave, I've got asthma. It's an inhaler.
Sorry, mate. Cool.
So this week, we have...
Adrian, you need to actually send me the private chat to tell me what it is.
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
Private chat on the side of our screen.
I can't, because I've got it.
So why are you sending it?
On the apps of what's...
Where?
If you might never have heard of this, but I have, and I know they're still used today.
This will be a mint one. I like the look of that one, Adrian.
Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we shall begin with Adrian's Wall. Numbers 1 to 32.
Number 21. No, it's
If
not
Philip
a plum
Wills
bob.
gets this, I'll go.
Number
No problem.
14.
There's a multitude of images on this, so it's the same picture. Product,
Number 14. Number 19.
No.
It's not a hubcap. It's not a bell.
Paul Hardcastle.
Mia.
19.
Hello, Mia. Number 11.
I hope that's
Not a
not my
pipe
nephew's
tamper.
girlfriend.
It's definitely not anal beads, and it's not chuff links. Number 6. It's not a thimble.
Shuffling.
It's not a candle snuffer.
This is part of an artifact which is currently used.
It's not a sleigh
still
bell.
today, which is
Number 13. It's not a doorknob. Number 15. I reckon this. I'll be shocked if anyone gets this. It's not a crotal bell.
no.
It's not an incense burner.
Yeah,
It's not a hawking bell.
Some with a certain
It's not a salt shaker. Go on,
Some
sorry.
with a certain background will get it.
It's not pewter beads Van Chafe, apparently. Number 12.
It's about the size of
Number 20.
a 10p.
It's not an earring. It's not a toggle. It's not a shot mold. It's not a baby's rattle.
This is probably one of the only
It's not a
artifacts
whistle. It's not a musket mold. It's not a snuff carrier.
Someone
John,
said something
John
there
Clayton
that-
says whistle, but we need elaboration. It's not an
Yeah.
ice cube, a shield boss, or a nipple shield.
Nipple shield.
Number 28. It's not a walking stick hando. Raymond Hill's got it. A bosun's whistle.
A bosun's call, as commonly known today. That was very well done, Dave. That was on board, that was. So the Royal Navy still use the bosun's call for on-board ship for when somebody comes on or goes off, or they do colours in the evening. And this is 16th to 17th century. It traditionally has a pipe coming out of the hole there, with a shaft, and the way it works is you hold it in the palm of your hand and put the shaft in your mouth between your lips, and as you blow, you lift your hand up and down, and that will adjust the tone. And I was quite surprised. Yeah, I was quite surprised that these go. That there is actually older ones, so they're still in use by the British Navy. But yeah, I thought that'd be quite an interesting find. So thank you, Portable Antiquities Scheme, for us using that picture. Yeah.
Fantastic. Higgs Boson died last week.
Wow. Yeah. Any of you
trying to wrap your brains as to who he was?
Google it. Yeah, that if I'd have found that in the ground, I would have looked at it and it would have taken me about 5 minutes and I would have gone, yes. And why? Because I was going to join the Navy when I was younger, and I was in the Sea Cadets, and I learned how to use the bosun's call, and I still got one. And I was quite surprised they go back that far. So yeah, really good. God particle, that helps explain how magical.
Yes, I know who he is. And you knew the name. My brother was in the Navy as well, but all he done is got to his passing out parade and didn't do much longer.
Wished I'd gone in, but I didn't. But never mind. Have been on a submarine though. That was cool when I was younger.
Me and you had a sort of fascinatingly weird short conversation yesterday, where you sent me a map picture, which I was very, very. I know when I'm not talking about it, I'm just talking about certain places on maps. And you sent me one because I said I'd love to detect in this particular place, and you said not here. But that was a fascinating conversation. I love stuff
There's
like
more
that.
I can tell you about.
Oh, and you will.
Yeah. It was actually the forest that Dick Turpin used to frequent. Yeah, not the one alongside it, but the one I showed you is a bit built up now, but it's got some very interesting things in there, Dave.
Lots of interesting artifacts.
The forest around Epping in Essex. It's got a lot of history there.
Very.
Yeah.
We've actually, there's again another article on the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine. One of the memoirs of a treasure hunter. There's an article about when they were in Epping Forest. That was interesting because that was one of the first ones you read, and you were like, "Oh, I know that place," weren't you?
Yeah, that's really good. I enjoyed that. James
Matt Kane found a turnip shaped like a what?
We've already had that discussion. I found one of those in the field once. Eagle Eye DJ, you were with me when a certain person was talking to us about Epping Forest and things in there. Don't put it in the chat, but it was like James was like,
Adrian. He says, Adrian, did you have the microphone speaker as quartermaster? I loved mucking around with that.
Yes. Yeah, I did. Doing what we call, when we were younger, blow-off sounds.
Mark, we got it. We were just being facetious. Sharon Draper says we should come to Kent. Loads of history. Sharon, I would love to metal detect south of the Watford Gap. I never have, and I'd love to.
You will come with me one day.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've promised Cheryl Dawes I'll go along to one of her East of England rallies. And I'm really desperate to come, but hey, life stops it most of the time.
Yeah, we are also invited by our good friend whose name I've forgotten.
That good a friend.
No, I've got what? This is what's happened to my WhatsApp, right? I've got a new phone and I've messed
Gary
it up.
Cook, evening. We miss you. Well, I do. We supposed to speak to Adrian all the time.
Well, talking to Mr. Cook, he sent me some pictures today, and I can't say any more.
He's not on holiday again, is he?
No. The videos he sends me about, but Rodney Cook Memorial. All those who supported it from the beginning, whether you've been for a first time, I saw some photographic. I love that picture. I saw some photographic evidence of the good and where the money's gone today, and it is really heartfelt and well done to Gary and all the team. And soon everyone will see what the Rodney Cook has done.
Brilliant.
Physically in pictures, and it is amazing. Honestly, we all go to these digs and buy like 10 quid's worth of raffle tickets, and you know, someone will like give a check that their club's raised £100 on that. But you never physically, because it's a big organisation, cancer, isn't it? But this is the Dyson Centre near Gary, and we can actually physically see where the money's gone and who it's going to help and how it's going to help people soon. And that's all I'm going to say. But whoa, that won't be a good show because Gary will be crying a lot. And I probably will as well.
Nick West, Metal Detecting War Relics and the Military Heritage Museum. I got permission to detect a Special Operations Executive SOE base. How good does that sound?
That sounds really good. Michael Jarvis, Adrian on sub, did you get to see the Golden Rivet? Michael, my dad warned me about that. And I was only like 14. I was like, what? And he went, yeah, don't. Why? And don't tell your mother. And he explained it. Those who don't, do you know about the Golden Rivet, Dave?
Right. I actually think I already figured it out. Is it low and you have to bend over to look for it?
It's supposedly the last rivet put in on the submarine when it was built. And it's normally in a place which is hard to find, and you bend over to look for it, and then all hell, it all goes wrong. Yeah.
Jim Painting said, no, Michael, the Golden Rivet is tomorrow as it's his birthday.
Yeah, probably is.
Mark Kent, shout out to all the farmers struggling with the wet weather. Going to be a tough year for them this year. We actually mentioned that last week or the week before, didn't we?
Yeah, and I've noticed like some crops have shot up on some of my commissions, but there are areas. I'll tell you what, as rape, it's not rape, it's something else, isn't it? It's oilseed. That is flipping going mental. But there seems to be a lot of patches that are blotchy where it has been really waterlogged, and it's obviously ruined things. But yeah, let's hope the farmers have a good harvest this year. We're going to need it more than ever with the cost of stuff and us not importing certain things anymore, which is bad, but good because
just thought
we'll
of something
spend the money
really
in this
funny.
country.
Really, really funny, and I can't say it out loud.
No, don't.
Private chat.
Sharon
Private
Draper,
chat,
true. My uncle works on the subs. Low, yeah, it is. It is funny. The Golden Rivet. I haven't heard that for about 30 years. I'm going to use that with my son tonight. Well, no, not use it, but I'm going to mention it to him and get him.
Don't do that. It's weird.
Why have you put that?
What?
You can say that in the chat.
I can't. The first one, that's what I was on about, what I'm sending to Donna. Sent that, wasn't it?
Right. Oh, that's nice. Yes, thanks, Gary. You'll come on the show and talk about that. I think that's not for another week or two. But he's got some really good pictures and videos, amazing videos actually, of what our Slim's doing.
Donna says, for our information, I have no idea what she's on about. The Barway G's Open Farm Sunday has been cancelled 2024. No idea what that means.
Well, it's cancelled now, so don't worry about it. Just quickly, can I show you something?
Yeah. It's not a golden rivet, is it?
Why did computer people change things? Like, I have quick keys and stuff. Right, so anyone who's going to this year's Rodney Cook Memorial Rally, something changed this week, which is quite cool for all those who work and help behind. Probably 70% of the inquiries are, I've lost my ticket. So when you buy your ticket, those who are fortunate to have done, and maybe there might be an opportunity to buy more or win more, we don't know. People lose them. So they buy the ticket online, they get sent an email with a PDF. And some people, it goes in their spam. Some people forget about it. They just get too excited and running around the house with sexy wee because they got a ticket. And then when it comes like 2 weeks before the event, they're like, I can't find it or I haven't printed it out. So as of this week, this might not be relevant to a lot of people, but I'm just shouting it out there because it will help potentially me. On the Rodney Cook Memorial website, where it's 140 days away, not long, under the FAQ, you've got ticket support now. Now, under here, it basically says, if you purchase tickets, blah, 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 blah. If you've lost your tickets, click here. And you click on here, and when you originally purchased your tickets, you can ignore all the foreign stuff because it's a European thing. Let's say you paid via PayPal. Under your PayPal account on your app, if you go back 6 months, 3 months, there'll be a reference. All you do is type that reference in there, and it will let you send your ticket back, which is really cool. Can you see this? Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah, I've got it all on. I've got it all on screen. Oops, I lost my ticket. PayPal.
Yeah.
Invoice reference. And
you type that in there. I won't know what it is. You recover your ticket, and it will give you your ticket that you can download again. Right. So that's pretty. That's pretty cool. Have I stopped sharing? Yes. The computer says no. There is also another option. Oh God! One day it'll be really. AI will do all this for me. We also
Donna Martin, stop researching and tell me what the Barway G's Open Farm Sunday is. I'm clueless.
So we also have things with here like payments and other things. So we've got stuff there. And also why is it? If I do that and that. Also, if you need more help, just email us at Rodney Cook, right? And what you need to do is make sure on your original, let's say you want to change your name. So instead of bringing your wife along, you want to bring your lover and share a tent with them. on your original ticket, under the QR code, that's that funny squiggly thing, you will have a number. We need that number, and that's all the details we need from you to change the ticket for the person you're changing. Now, it's very important we get a mobile number as well. And the reason that I say mobile number is because of the lovely Google and Microsoft in the last few weeks, they've changed the way people get emails. So a lot of them are going in spam and blocked. And Rodney Cook doesn't spam you with emails. It only sends you ones which are relevant. So Google looks at it and thinks, well, you don't often get one from them. They can, and it will go in your spam or get blocked. So this year's event, everyone will get a text to their mobile phone with directions and location for the dig a week or so before. So make sure you put your mobile number down. Sorry, enough said. That's me waffling on.
Donna said she lost me. What is, or what was, Barway G's Open Farm Sunday that was cancelled? Adrian Quick Draw Mixed Draw says, Adrian, I'll phone you at the time and you can go through that with me again. There's no way of me even remembering that.
Adrian, don't worry, mate. I'll fax it over to you tomorrow and you can read it that way. Or just go to the rodneycookmemorial.co.uk website. But fax is better.
No idea what's going on. Have we have any new products come out at the minute? Anything new been released?
There is some. Well, we've got the new Garrett Whirlwind Tornado, whatever it's called, soon, which I've got a feeling. But next week, got Dawn on. So anyone who's got a question about the new Garrett that's going to be launched soon, Digger Dawn's on next week, and she knows everything about it. She was even telling me the other day how she's got the right chips for the circuit board because they used the wrong ones. She's changed the BIOS in all the chips and it runs a lot faster. So next week, ask Dawn any questions you want about the new machine because she has basically made it.
Yep. Gary Cook's off to a Knights Templar weekender tomorrow. Right, I know what you're on about now. It's the archaeology exhibition and the big open farm family event. It's on again in 2025. So that's been cancelled this year. Right, thank you, Donna. I've had a sleep since then.
You were saying about new machines. There was some things I had, but I've lost them. I can't remember.
Quest? Bulgaria? Eastern Europe?
I'll tell you what I'm going to be trying. Who can name in the chat another metal detecting manufacturer who does a wireless coil apart from XP?
Gold Mask.
Oh, Dave, it was a question. I was going to give away a Manticore for that. No, we can't do it. Well, never mind. But yeah, Golden Mask. I'm quite shocked you know that. How do you know that?
Because I just said Bulgaria and you said that straight away, so it was pretty obvious.
Did other Philip Wills
magic tablet today.
Dave, that magic tablet is magic because you've beaten Philip Wills. He said Air Quest. No, it's a Golden Mask. Oh my God, Storm! Thank you, Andrew T. The Storm from Garrett, which next week Dawn will be able to talk to you about in massive depth.
I'm going to put this banner on again just to remind you, if you would be ever so kind. It is Connie's 100th birthday. Connie is a resident of my wife's nursing home. On the 12th of May, we'd like to get, or my wife would like to get, copious amounts of birthday cards to celebrate 100 years. So if you could write a card, very simple, to Connie, care of the manager, Primrose House Care Home, 72 Crewe Road, Haslington Crewe, Cheshire, CW15QZ. That's for those of you listening on the podcast version of the show. If you're not, thank you to Andrew T, who's already said something, and Donna Martin. I appreciate it, as will the staff at the care home, and I'm sure Connie will. Connie.
Yeah, Go ahead and do it. Definitely. Make some lovely
And if you
ladies
don't,
day.
I will bite you. And I've got
Wayne
the marriage.
Rowlands, John will be with you tomorrow with half a ton of mahogany. Is that Gary? That's below the. Oh, wait, it's after 9, I suppose. That is rude. What Gary's
It is
just
a
put
bit
in
rude,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah. So basically,
Wayne Rowland's there. Hi, Wayne. Good to see
Wayne's
you.
gonna
Hope you're
have
doing
wood
well, Wayne.
with
We
John.
like Wayne and Wayne's cabinets.
Wayne's gonna give John wood.
Ah, yes. He's making joint cabinets with Nick Berry for this year's RCM. So they're doing a combined effort, creating some what will undoubtedly be fantastic looking cabinets for. Are you doing them for what's the word, Adrian? Auction?
Am I doing an auction?
Hold on, Jim Painting. We'll with you in a second. Talk amongst yourself, Adrian.
I'm doing an auction, I think. Oh no, there will be an auction at Rodney Cook. It will be very nice if Greg from Spinks does it. Very professional Spinks, who's been on the show. But I don't know who he is. But he's very, very good at upping the prices on things, which is all for a good cause, as we know. Go on his website, Jim.
It's all right. I'm getting the link for him now.
Oh, poor old Wayne. It's been a bit down lately, but he's back on his feet now.
Good to hear that, friend. Good
Wayne, were you doing something for me? I can't remember. Anyway, if you were, don't worry about it.
There you go, Jim. I've put it in the chat. It should be on Facebook, Big Detecting Show feed, and the Peaky Finders feed as well.
He's got a new style coin pod, though, isn't he?
Yes. Well, the one I've shared is Coin Pods, Celtic and Roman coin designs. That's nice.
I think I've got one here.
It's a gold lid, and it's got the Romulus and Remus suckling off the wolf.
Oh yes. Oh, sorry, Wayne. Don't post it. Give it to me at whatever event. Don't worry, mate. No rush. I did wonder if you were doing something for me. Yeah. Sorry, Wayne. Wayne's stuff he makes. It's on a rerun of the show on YouTube. It's fantastic. And him and Nick Berry, Heartbeat, are doing
very
some really
talented
stuff.
young man.
Yeah, very, very good and top guy. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at an event this year.
I'm looking forward to seeing anyone at events. I've not seen you since last Detectable.
Well, you did see me. Well, no, the last time you saw me was about 6 o'clock in the morning in my pants. Yeah. So I didn't have any clothes to wear because they were all wet. Do you remember?
7 months ago, that was.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it? Really weird. But we'll make the most of it this year. They're all going to be really, really good, all the events this year. And
I'm definitely going to two. I've had to cancel one, Adrian. I was supposed to be going to Ministry Detect, but I didn't realise that I have to go to GMB Congress in Bournemouth on the Saturday. I've got to be there I have to be there even earlier now because I'm also, and you can watch it on YouTube because it'll be on a live stream, I'm a banner holder, what they called, people who can the banners along. What they
Boys Brigade.
Banner
carrier.
Banner presenter. Carrying the banner anyway.
Nice. Gary Cook has just said Knights Templar Rally are donating their raffle ticket money to RCM.
Thank you, Philip Wills, banner bearer. Yes, well done to the Knights Templar. Well done indeed. Oh. Well, it's that time of the night again where we will all go to bed and such like. Adrian, you won't be here next week, so we'll have Digger Dawn as our guest host, and we will be with Gary Smith as our guest. Where have I put that now? And Gary Cook, me and Nick Berry will have about 5 various coin cabinets to auction and smaller coin boxes. Can't wait till I'll auction them at the weekend, so get your wallets filled, everyone. That sounds mint. Absolutely. Gary, I'll be in touch about sorting out a date for you to come on, if that's okay.
Yeah. Hopefully you can come on, Gary.
What's he saying Stephen for? Oh, Gary can come on. He's not usually. So, you're joking. So, Stephen Brame, you remember he found the medal on Remembrance Day, and he passed it down to the family member of the person whose medal it was. Unfortunately, the lady, as you'll remember the video we played on the show, Lisa, died a couple of weeks ago. So he got the medal to her just in time, really. So sorry to hear that, Stephen.
Oh, shit.
Obviously, a bit speechless at that, to be honest. It was very nice that you got it to her. Absolutely fantastic. Sad to see that happen.
She didn't look ill, but well, you don't know, do you?
No.
You don't know what's working on the phone. Thank you, Paul Tung, for my birthday wishes. Thank you very much.
Yes, happy birthday tomorrow, Adrian. And we
40.
will all be on your Facebook wall writing stuff tomorrow.
Well, I won't read it, but thank you for putting it on there.
And we will bombard you on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, you can't turn it off, can you? You can't turn it off. You can mute Facebook, but you can't mute Facebook Messenger. Right.
You're having it. Right. Same time, same place next week. Have a great week. Hope you all find delightful things if you're out. Don't forget to show us, and we can show them on the show. Happy birthday tomorrow, Adrian. See you all at the same time and the same place next week. And I'm just trying to find the advert because it's disappeared. On the Big Detecting Show. Good night, everyone. Good night, Adrian.